Hello everyone and welcome back to Sleeping Giant, and it's the Premier League season. Finally, we're going to get things underway today with a very tricky first game of the season where we have to travel to Anfield for title contenders Liverpool. So it's going to be a real tricky game today. As you can see, we're the Sunday game. The league has got underway, and you can see Brentford picked up a point on their first game. They drew with Arsenal. What a result that was for them. West Brom are the other promotion teams, and they take on Wolves, I think, today. So that's a big game. Wolves is a West Country derby already. But West Country derby, Back Country derby, whatever. But anyway, we are only concentrating on ourselves today. There's no news in terms of transfers. We haven't had the budget to bring anybody in. We haven't been able to ship anybody out. And yeah, so what we've had to do is rely a little bit on the development centre. And we've been recommended two players. Let me take you to them and show you them. One is Jack Val. He is 19 years old. He's got very good potential rating, possibly a 5-star. So he is a player we'd like to get involved this season. He can play as attacking midfielder. He can play as striker. He can also fill in the centre of midfield as well, which is ideal because we're looking for somebody for them positions. So he could be a player to play a big part. And I mean, he's only got a current 2-star ability, but he's an exciting young prospect, as it says here. So that would be, he should hopefully develop really well for us. And the other player we brought in as well is Jacob Davenport. He's 21 years old. Again, okay potential ability, but the development centre would say it'd be worth promoting him and giving him a run in the team. He could provide a good bit of cover. And again, he's a central midfielder, so it provides a little bit of depth there. And if we have a look to see where they rank, I actually haven't seen this, where they rank in terms with the other players. They don't rank very highly, Jacob Davenport and Jack Val, but it's more cover at the end of the day, and it'd be nice. It's nice promoting the youth as well here at Blackburn. So it's the game against Liverpool. Real tough game, this one. This is the team we've gone with. Slightly different system. We've been training a defensive gegenpress, which is a 4-4-1-1. With the idea we can soak up a little bit of pressure, and rather than quickly counter the opposition when we're playing these big clubs away from home, or possibly anyone away from home, we can just regroup and gradually build up. So I don't expect much from us away from home. We're going to aim to be tight and solid, not score as many goals, I suppose. But at home we're going to try and play like we did last season, especially when we play Bournemouth in the next game. But this is the team we've gone with. It's Jack Butland, he's in for his debut. Bell, Lenihan, Adarabayo, Inyambi, Downing, Travis, Buckley and Boga are the 4 central midfielders. Dak is playing just behind Silva. So 3 debutants there. Obviously Tosin's second debut for us, but so that technically be 4. But yeah, we've gone with Buckley in now. I know we've been trying to loan him out, but it was fitness-wise, he looks the best option there. And in fact, I might bring Davenport in, actually, instead of Jack Val onto the bench. I think that makes a little bit more sense. But this is what we're going with. Harsh on Adam Armstrong, I know, but I want to get Silva some game time and get him up and running to where we know he can be, because he is a quality player. And if we can somehow get something at Anfield today, happy days. It's going to be a tough game, this. Real tough game. What is the recommended? Yeah. No one expects us to get anything today, so let's just tell them we have faith. Good luck today. We're probably going to get absolutely smashed by this Liverpool team, but we need to remain optimistic and hope we can pick up an unlikely result and things get underway here in the Premier League for us. It'll be interesting to see how the new signings settle in. It'll be interesting to see how Silva is. I'm really excited about signing Fabio Silva, and let's see how he develops for us. Adam Armstrong must be very disappointed after playing all last season and being our top scorer and only being on the bench today. We're actually creating chances by the looks of it. 3 shots in the opening 20 minutes for us, and we're controlling possession. Decent start for us. No highlight from Liverpool yet, so we'll take that. No highlights this game. I'll absolutely take it. Let it be 0-0 all day long. Buckley's looking nervous, apparently. Let's just demand a little bit more from the players. Just keep them focused and, not take this Liverpool game for granted that we're going to get hammered. Just let's try and get something out of the game. Let's have a look at that Liverpool squad. Has it changed much in that first season? Bastoni, Mendy, Rafa and Diabala's in there as well. So a few changes to that Liverpool lineup. Here is a free kick for Liverpool. Rafa. Oh, it's deflected in. That's a horrible deflection, isn't it? It's going to be offside. It was a lovely strike from the edge of the area. Butland originally cleared it. It was a good clearance. I think he got a punch to that. It was a lovely strike by Mane, but Dybala was miles offside and it brushed off of him and deflected it past Butland, but it doesn't matter because it's disallowed and we've gone in at half-time at 0-0. And boys, that was brilliant. Happy with your performance. And we'll keep going here. The conditions look fine for all the players. Happy to keep going. What a point this would be. Brentford have picked up a point up against Arsenal. I don't know if that was home or away. But if they can do that against Arsenal, well, there's no reason we can't come to Anfield and do something as well. Downing's having a bit of a poor game. So is Bradley Dack. We obviously haven't seen anything yet from Silva. We might look to change it up a bit. I think we'll bring Rothwell on. I think he'll be our first substitution in place of Stuart Downing. I think we're going to do that sooner rather than later. Downing, albeit in a slightly different role to what we normally play him in. He's struggling today. And we'll bring in... We'll swap Boga. Boga's doing well out there. Rothwell. We could probably might bring Armstrong now. How would he play there? Not very well, apparently. Rankin Costello, maybe. He looks a bit more comfortable than Rothwell. Yeah, we're going to bring Rankin Costello there. See what he can bring. A bit more, slightly defensive as well, so he could help out at the back. And we'll leave it a little while before we introduce Adam Armstrong. Let's give Silva a little run today. Dak's struggling. Well, it's 6.6 now, but it was 6.5 for most of the game. But it's an unfamiliar system for the players. We drew our last two friendlies playing this system, but it was good to get a bit more familiarity. Let them get a bit more familiar. That's easy. I can't say that word, obviously. Let them get a bit more familiar with the system before we played this game. And Travis has dispossessed the Liverpool player. Here's Bradley Dack. Can he find a good ball? We're look for a ball over the top. Have a look for Silva running. Buckley switches out right here to Boga. First time we get to see Boga running. He gets into the box. It's a great strike from Boga and we lead here at Anfield. What a strike from Boga and what a way to mark your debut. If we can hold on to this, oh my word, could we win the league this season? Don't get carried away, Dan. Lovely run by Boga. Great strike. Left the keeper with absolutely no chance. And wow. Unbelievable. Liverpool are coming straight back at us though here with Mo Salah. And it's saved by Butland. And I think now we need to have a little look here at what's going on. Freshen it up a little bit. I didn't expect this in the first game of the season to be trying to hold on to a lead at Anfield with 10 minutes to go. So bear with me, folks. We are going to bring on a bit of fresh legs and bring on Armstrong up front. And let's leave him in a support role. Brings him back a little bit. Who do we bring on now, though? I mean, the central midfielders are playing very well indeed. We don't want to disrupt it too much. Oh, just fresh legs as well, though, isn't it? Do we bring on Rothwell for Boga, who's just scored? Do we bring on Davenport for his debut? I'm really inclined to leave it as it is. And I mean, yeah, maybe we should be looking at making that third change, but I don't want to disrupt it. We're doing well here. We're going to keep it on defensive. I don't really want to change anything. And here's Rafa with a free kick. He plays it to Mane. He's going to surely hit that. He doesn't. He plays it back out wide to Rafa. And there's an effort. And it's Alexander-Arnold equalises for Liverpool. The lead didn't last too long, guys. And it's 1-1 here at Anfield. Well worked free kick, really, from Liverpool. I'm surprised Rafa was taking it instead of Alexander-Arnold. He's obviously a better free kick taker. Butland out to Tosin. We're going to look to play our way out and hopefully we don't mess this up. Buckley to Boga. See if he's got that little wizardry run that he just went on that gave us the lead in the first place. He is running again. He plays it back to Bell. Bell now to Buckley, who is still looking to loan out, but he's actually starting today. Here is Boga. He's into the box again. Here's Boga. Great save from Karius. Oh, what an opportunity that was. We nearly... What's the corner this side? Anyway, Bogar's going to take the corner. It's whipped in. It's cleared away now. Here's Keita now on the counter-attack here for Liverpool. This will be really harsh if they break away and Niambe's upended him. What's happened here? Free kick. The way it stopped there, I thought it was going to be a sending off. And I was going to say, Niambe's not even been yellow carded yet. Liverpool are going to throw the kitchen sink at us now. They're very attacking, as you can see in that bottom right corner. Bell dispossesses the Liverpool player, whoever that was. And we're into the final 4 minutes here. I'm still not going to change anything. Niambe with the throw. Can we come up with a last gasp winner here at Anfield? Niambe with the throw. Rankin Costello. Back to Niambe. Finds Travis. Buckley. Bradley Dack strikes, but Karius positions himself really well there and picks up the ball. And lovely ball out to Mane there from Karius. Pings one over to Salah. What an effort that was from Salah. Whew. What a goal that would have been. Welcome to the Premier League, that would have been. Niambe. We're still coming forward. I like this. Even though we're playing defensive. What's going on? Here is Niambe. He gets to the byline. He crosses one in here. And Bogart's header. And Bogart has scored a second in his debut. Oh, man. Now we're going very defensive. Lovely build-up play. Here's Niambe. Speechless. I am speechless. Lovely ball across. No one at all was on Jeremy Boga. And he has got his second goal of the game. What a debut that is for him. And can we hold on in the last 30 seconds here at Anfield? And we have. Oh my word. We just picked up 3 points at Anfield on Blackburn's return to the Premier League. That is unreal. Absolutely unreal. That was special, lads. We'll tell them that was special. New system to play away from home. And what a win that was. And we'll probably go and mess it up now by losing 3-0 at home to Bournemouth in the next game. And after that amazing victory over Liverpool, we are now back with the home game against Bournemouth, where I was in two minds whether to change up the system, and I have done. I've gone to the more familiar tactic from last year, just because the 4-4-1-1 I wanted to use primarily away from home against the big teams, and it 100% worked against Liverpool, didn't it? Couldn't have got a better result there, but we've gone back to the 4-2-3-1 against Bournemouth, and it's the same personnel, just obviously the positions are slightly changed. Boga is now up in the inside forward role on the left, where usually that would be Rothwell's position, but of course he scored 2 goals, so I'm not going to change him either. Downing remains in the squad. He didn't have a great game against Liverpool, but he's in a more familiar role in terms of how we play. In fact, yeah, let's keep him like that as the inside forward. Was very tempted to put in Armstrong there, but we'll use Armstrong as an impact sub if we need him. So that's the team now. I won't run through it again, and let's hope for another 3 points against Bournemouth, because it will kind of feel it's a little bit of a waste at Anfield if we don't go and pick it up today. So if we can avoid defeat, the aim was 3 points out the first 2 games. But if we got a point, it'd be a little bit disappointing. But you know, is what it is. Sorry, I was reading. I was waiting to expect. I was expecting to see go out and pick up where you left off on the last time out, but it wasn't the case, and that threw me a little bit there. But let's try and pick up another 3 points here at home to Bournemouth, who won their first game also by the looks of it. I'm not too sure who against. Villa have taken an early lead there at home against Southampton. Brentford were 1-0 up as well against West Brom, the 2 promotion sides, but that is now 1-1. A good game there. And let's see how we can get on here. This would be fantastic if we can remain undefeated in these first 2 episodes. As it stands, we're second in the league. I'd take that all day long. Champions League football next year, guys. And Nathan Ake now on the ball with Bournemouth. We've won possession back again. Niambe into the midfield to Buckley. Bradley Dack finds Travis. Nice little 1-2 with Dack. He plays it out wide to Bogar. Let's see what he can do. He's back in the box again. There's a lovely run by Bogar. It's a great effort and it's a good save. He looks good. The early signs of Bogar, he looks a real good signing for us. He looks like... Oh, there's an effort there from Tosin. He looks like the right choice out of the... was obviously looking at Campbell and the Villarreal player as well, which name escapes me again. Chance there for Bournemouth, and it was a terrible finish. So yeah, I'm pleased we went for him. £10 million or there or thereabouts anyway, and he looks a good signing for us so far. Really pleased. Signing of the summer maybe. Still haven't seen anything from Silva yet. Downing's ball in. Everything happened all too quickly there. Here's Tosin. We're putting a lot of pressure on Bournemouth by the looks of it. Downing's in the box again. Puts a lovely ball across looking for Silva, but Mepham got there just ahead of Silva. Mepham's a decent player, actually. I signed him for Leicester in another save. He cost me a lot of money, though, for his rating, but he was decent for me. He could be someone to keep an eye on in this save as well, because I know he's a solid player. Here's Billing. Bournemouth starting to knock the ball around a little bit well here. A little too well for my liking, but they're not actually getting anywhere. We're holding them, defending well, but now they are getting somewhere. That's good play again now, Bonga. There's a lovely ball over the top to Silva. There is Silva, and Silva has his first goal for the club. Lovely finish from Fabio Silva. Everything seems to be happening a little too quickly for me. Sorry, guys. Don't know why that's doing that. It was a lovely ball over the top, though, from Boga, I think. Was it Boga that put that ball over the top? It was. And a lovely finish from Silva. That is exactly what he's capable of and why we brought him into the side. I don't know if Armstrong's capable of that at this level. Let's drop a bit of praise there. Tell them well done. Currently, we'll be second, and Brentford, well, they were up there, but they just conceded again to West Brom. 35 minutes played here at Ewood Park. We're still unbeaten at Ewood Park. I forgot about that. Don't count the League Cup game from last year. And talking of League Cup, we have drawn Rochdale at home in the League Cup. So you would think we'd get through on that one. Let's hope so anyway. And there's an effort there, and we've defended really well again. Nyambe clears the goalmouth scramble, and we live to fight another day. Here's Bogar with a corner now. Lovely ball, and I hate this camera angle, and we're 2-0 up. I don't hate it when we score. Tosin has doubled our lead right on half-time with his first goal of the season. He's always a threat from corners. We know that from last season. And Bogar, has he got another assist? I don't think he has. It's not enough for an assist. No, it's not. Who cares? We're 2-0 up here at home to Bournemouth. 6 points out of 6 would be amazing. Would be an absolute amazing achievement. And we're going to tell the boys not to let the performance levels drop. We need to hold on to this. We don't want to concede an early goal in the second half. That could really kill us. Could kill the confidence a little bit. If we can keep it tight for the first 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, happy days. But I'm reluctant to change anything. We know we're a good side, and it's just about producing it at this level. Can we hold on to the lead? We did let a few leads slip last year in the Championship, as you may recall. I'm not sure if all of them were in episodes or not, but certainly in between episodes we did, if not. A couple of games like Derby, Stoke, things like that we did. We could have finished even more clear in the league if we didn't let them leads slip, and there is Pereira, and that was a great chance for Bournemouth. And they're not taking their chances, Bournemouth, thankfully for us. And as we approach the 65th minute mark, I'm thinking of trying to make a change, because we still look pretty comfortable. Let's have a look here. What's going on? What can we change? Do we bring Rothwell on for a little run out? Downing's having a good game back in that more familiar role. We are going to bring on Rothwell, I think. Boga can play on the right, so we'll give that a go. Give Rothwell his normal position. And let's give Adam Armstrong a little go up top there in his favoured position. It'd be nice to bring one of the youngsters on, Jack Val. I think he's the only one on the bench, actually. Yeah, it'd be nice to bring on Jack Val on eventually, but we'll see how we go for the rest of the game. Here is Tosin now to Travis. Don't play yourselves into trouble, boys. This is the only thing I don't like about just the passing football. We're going to play ourselves into trouble, and Butland has got a mistake in him, but he gets rid of it. And he finds Bell nicely, and can Bell produce something magical here for us? Here's Bradley Dack on the ball now. Where are you going, Bradley? Back to Travis. That's where he's going. And we're going all the way back, really? Tosin finds a way out of trouble. Here's Dack into Buckley again. Finds Armstrong. What are we doing with the ball, boys? And now they're through here. We just gifted them this goal, haven't we? Great save from Jack Butland. That's what we brought him in for, that experience. He didn't just rush out. He put himself in a great position there to prevent Bournemouth from pulling one back. And here's Pereira again, but Bradley Dack picks it up. And it's the end of highlights. Nothing happening there. David Brooks, that's a good shout. He'd have been a good one to try and bring him, wouldn't he? Don't think he'd have left Bournemouth for us, though, yet. He's a decent player, young Welsh player. I wonder how he progresses. Does anyone know how David Brooks progresses in Football Manager? I've not really kept an eye on him. Drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know if there's someone we should be looking at, possibly next summer now, because we haven't got the funds. And as we approach 10 minutes left, I think we might go into a bit of a more defensive style. Let's revert back to this. And it might be time. 2 central midfielders are doing alright. Oh, he can play midfield right. It might be time to bring on Val. Let's see what he can do out there. Give Bogar a little rest. He's been phenomenal the past 2 games for us. Involved in every goal, really. It was his corner, even though it wasn't his assist. It was his corner that led to the second goal for Tosin. And, of course, he assisted Fabio Silva for the first one. 6 minutes left here. Let's tell the boys to show some passion. Let's just not let this slip. What a first 2 games for us. This is by far my favourite episode so far, I think. He says, as there's 4 minutes added on, and we don't know if we're over the line yet. There's lots of goals around in the Premier League today. Villa 3, Southampton 3, Brentford 3, West Brom 2 is what I can see. And there is confirmation of our second win in the Premier League. Champions League, you never know. That was fantastic. What a win that was. And we have a trip to Leicester up next. So if we can avoid defeat there, if we can get 7 points out of these first 3 games, that would be amazing. Leicester have started pretty well, though, by the looks of it. And let's tell Tosin, your defensive work was top-notch, because it was, and your goal-scoring work as well. Pep keeps popping up as well to watch Tosin. It's very interesting in seeing how his players are developing. It's probably why he's such a successful manager. Regardless of that, I don't usually look at the league table now, but we will look at it because we're so far up. We're currently second. What a great start that is, 6. Us and Brentford, coming up on over 100 points, are occupying the Champions League places early on. I doubt that will be the case at the end of the season, but you never know. And where are Liverpool? They don't play yet. Regardless of that, anyway, who cares about Liverpool? Let's just focus on ourselves. And with that in mind, we've got a tricky game away at Leicester next, and a couple of home games, one against Rochdale in the league where we'll look to rest a few players up, keep players fresh, and then we've got Brighton. What we will do, though, we'll probably bring you back, probably for that double header there, Crystal Palace and Sheffield United. I mean, it'd be nice to show you Manchester United away, but I don't think it's going to be relevant for us this stage of the season. These are the games, these are the teams that are going to be around us. Possibly at the bottom of the table, so realistically anyway. So I think there'll be more interesting games to show you. So we'll bring you back for Palace and Sheffield United, a double header at Ewood Park. Let's hope we're still unbeaten by then at Ewood Park and we can remain unbeaten in that episode as well. But guys, thanks for watching. What wonderful wins over Liverpool and Bournemouth, especially Liverpool. We're currently second in the league after 2 games. What a start that is. And Bogar looks the business. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video I meant there. Subscribe to the channel and we'll see you next time on Reesy FC.